Staying with politics, the Santa Fe County Clerk has been rumored to be considering a run for the job of Secretary of State. Now, Valerie Espinosa has confirmed that she may well just do that.
I have always wanted to make a run for Secretary of State, but the timing hasn't always been right. And I'm not sure it's right at the moment either. I mean, 2010 is around the corner. But I worked in that office under Shirley Hooper and Clara Jones. I know the office. I know its duties. I know some of the, ailments, per se, that have we felt as clerks. And so I'm seriously considering running for Secretary of State, and a lot of people have urged me to toss my name in the hat. I think that, if you've paid attention to the general and the primary election of last year, we've been running and conducting elections without maintenance agreements. The online campaign reporting system is always down, and I used to take in hard copies just to assure that my report would get in on time, and the hard copy was there, but it was difficult trying to log on and enter the information. And so there's just a lot of things that could be done differently, I think, and I do believe that, the clerks were really the ones who pulled through this last election because we did conduct the elections, and I think occasionally the Secretary of State tends to get the credit for what the clerks do. And so I just think that there were a lot of things that I was impacted by that I won't forget. And that one of them, for instance, was the voter data that was sent to 97,000 registered voters in Santa Fe County and throughout the state. And the misinformation that was printed created a lot of grief for my office because we had people trying to come and vote on a Saturday at the courthouse when indeed it was not an early site. So there's a whole slew of little things that have piled up, and I think that 2010's around the corner, and if I'm going to do this, I really need to decide. I'm a good organizer. I feel confident enough that I could make it happen.
Well, perhaps more than many state agencies and state cabinets, the Secretary of State's office runs on really strict systems requirements. Isn't that true?
Well, yeah, they have, the election code that we must follow and the administrative rules that she designates to each of the clerks. That was another one of the issues that, we had problems with. You can't set out a mass email to 33 county clerks and saying, that the rules have changed overnight and thus requiring us to train poll workers, train staff, and so it was pretty chaotic. But the Secretary of State is also third in line, not second in line like her website says, to the governorship. And I think that it's more important to worry about your job first as the Secretary of State rather than trying to be acting governor in the absence of the governor or lieutenant governor.
When do you think you'll make up your mind? Are you firm now, or do you still have a deciding period to go through?
Well, I'm going to run someday, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it would be in 2010. It would also be, I think, low-hanging fruit to allow her to just finish her term and then run. If I continue to get the amount of support that has been generated over the Monahan blog and over the Las Cruces News and the Journal and yourself, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm listening and taking the feedback from those who have dealt with that office, per se, or other people that would support me. And so it looks good. I just feel that maybe the economy right now would be kind of difficult to tap into raising money and asking people for money, because and I know that it takes a lot of money to run a statewide campaign. And it's an open area, and so you have to travel. Hobbs is just not around the corner like in other cities and states, so you can get out the word easier. I think I would have to travel, and now I'm going to become a board member for the Association of Counties, and I think being a member of IACRIOT, the International Clerks and Recorders Association, I have generated a lot of new contacts, and so I think they exist. I worked at the Secretary of State's office many moons ago, and I think that the contacts are there. I don't think it's all about name recognition like most people say. I think it's about demonstrating your ability to the public.
Santa Fe County Clerk Valerie Espinosa thinking about running for Secretary of State.